USCIS spokeswoman Marie Siebrecht says it will take just a few more days for the transitional worker rule to take effect now that DHS Secretary Janet Napolitano has signed it.
The normal process after the Secretary would sign a final rule would be that the final rule comes back to the agency, to USCIS in this case. After that, we would get it over to the Federal Register. They would get it formatted and all. They would put it up for public viewing, and then the day after they do that, they would actually publish it in the Federal Register.
But Siebrecht says it's impossible to predict the exact date, with the D.C. area still recovering from a hurricane and the long Labor Day weekend coming up. She agrees the rule's more likely to be published after Labor Day, though Congressman Greg Khalili Camacho Sablan has been told it could still happen this week. Siebrecht says there will be some changes from the 2009 proposed rule delayed by the NMI's lawsuit, but no real surprises.
I don't think that people will have any surprises. I mean, the comments that people made were taken into account, so people who have followed it have seen what those comments were, and obviously when we publish a final rule, we take those comments into account.
Siebrecht will join USCIS's outreach team in Saipan, Tinian, and Rota to explain how the rule works and answer questions, but no schedule set since the team won't leave before the rule's published. Likely venues for general sessions and some for employers.
American Memorial Park has a wonderful venue where we can do projections, and so we've used that several times in the past. That's a great spot in Saipan, and then we've used there's a big outdoor amphitheater in Rota that we've used in the past that is a great place for bringing in a lot of people.
Biggest concerns expected? How workers will be able to continue working, how many CW-only permits will be issued, and longer-term status under the INA. But Siebrecht says as long as workers properly apply for a permit to adjust their status by the November 27th transition date, when local permits expire, they're not likely to be deported, a concern for many with the lateness of the rule. Matt Kay for PNC News on Capitol Hill.